What up, world? It's your boy Sky, broadcasting live, laying on some pillows with the homie Huckleberry. Huckleberry! Huckleberry! What up, Huckleberry? Eating some treats over here. Just came back in from a walk. You know what I'm saying? Huckleberry is poodle mix. I forgot what else it's mixed with, but it's very awesome. Magnificent long tail. But yeah, very sweet creature. My parents, well, we had two poodles all throughout our life, but now it's an amazing kindred souls dog, client, So shout out to them for giving us this opportunity to take care of Huckleberry, to walk out with Huckleberry, for real. We met a person outside on our walk, and they like got inspired by us. Now they want to do what we're doing, real talk. So yeah, it's cool. Very peaceful outside, like for real. Like there's just some people inside, like the little body of water, lake, ocean thing, not ocean, the little river, and they're like cleaning it out. That's it though. Like there's no cars or anything. There's not even anybody walking outside. To be honest, really, like this is less than a handful of us just out there. So it's cool. Very calm and everything. I guess everybody's inside or elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? So but that's cool. I love the sun. I love nature for real. These ambient environments. It's cool to see some neighbors. They even have like a garden, like all these plants and flowers out in their backyard and stuff, and it really opens our eyes up and our mind up too, like on some deep stuff. That's all I'm saying. But anyways, like on my walk and even just throughout life, I've always felt different, and honestly, I wonder. I'm connecting the dots for a lot of things. I guess part of it's really just originality, to be honest. That's why. But like, I noticed a lot, like especially on this whole vegan thing. I got inspired to go vegan, you know, so I did. Obviously, I am vegan. 2 years and 5 months into this vegan thing, and I connected for sure, like with a solid, a strong group, a team, a support network, through social media and YouTube and all this stuff, and in real life. I'm growing this, and it's like there were certain people that really stood out from others. Like to be honest, like me, I'm a lefty. I write with my left hand, always since birth. You know what I'm saying? I eat with my left hand, and at the same time, like if I was to, do boxing or to shoot a basketball, it would be with my right hand. I'm kind of ambidextrous in a way, but I do for sure write with my left hand. I don't know all the details and stats stuff. I know they say we're like linked to our right side of the brain or whatever. I know there's a lot of famous lefties out there: Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Justin Bieber, Ralph Smart, Infinite Waters. There's some good people out there. Eminem. So yeah, but I don't know. But anyways, like to be real with y'all, I got into watching like whenever I began this whole vegan voyage, like I was living by myself, paying my own rent and stuff, working out, working two jobs, and I was working out too, just trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? Just barely keep my head above water. And I was doing it, and I did have free time, what I'm saying, to meditate, just eat vegan and everything. And then I just like I guess some of the stuff probably is true. Well, that I've been hearing, to be honest. Well, probably all of it's true. Like the stuff that I plugged into, this whole upgrade of life, of living, to being a vegan, like this select vegan community. Honestly, it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? Just expressed in different ways. But I got very inspired and just heavily plugged into my mentor, Ralph Smart, Infinite Waters. Like, I don't know what it is. I guess because it's psychologist, this and that. And, like, it's just cool. Like, it was like a community vibe, like about deep topics, deep subjects, about love, about life, about, just hard times, all this stuff, but just like in a positive manner. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people might be like, oh, well, that's not the truth, this and that. But like, honestly, I was just very inspired and admiring that, it is possible to make it. Like, you don't have to cast off insane amounts of negativity to go viral. Like I was like, wow, this brother actually is pretty smart. You know what I'm saying? It's an actual brother who looks like, you know, is down for the long run. You know what I'm saying? Who's healthy, who's well, who, you know, is relatable, you know what I'm saying? Who's approachable, who's cool, you know what I'm saying? And like, just brotherly love right here, for real. Like for whatever reason, I just was just glued to all, well, his videos and some other people in the plant-based world, out there. Homie Mike Rashid, Coop, Lacine, Dr. Savy, a lot of different people, but especially Infinite Wires, to be honest. I guess the subjects and the topics and like the fact that, people would write questions and messages and stuff like that, and he would cover them on the videos. I would get real inspired because I'd be like, wow, there's actually real people out there going through stuff. It's just sometimes it takes people to get on the main stage for like the questions and the circumstances to come out. You know what I mean? Because like a lot of times you'll never know what people thinking. You know what I mean? Like me, I've always been, ensured by my mom, that hey, Sky, always keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? And always like appreciate yourself. The handsome man that you are. And don't ever let nobody take that away from you. Always remember that you're handsome. That your love. Always be able to smile throughout whatever you're going through. Not to settle, not to change up for nobody. Just loving stuff that our mothers, our family tells us. You shouldn't be ashamed of that. To be honest, that's supportive stuff that we're supposed to be involved with. Like that's what I appreciate. The simple things. Not everybody has that. But I kept that on throughout my life, and then I realized later on that a lot of these people, I don't know if there's something hidden, if there's something restricted or what, but like to be real, I know in real life for sure, it don't be happening. You know how many times I've given compliments, like 'cause I'm the man. I'm out there giving compliments, like genuine compliments, not out of lust, but just out of truth. Even I'll create a new connection there, business wise, clients, out there getting the business out there, and I use those skills with that, and like at the same time I'm not up here, I'm not viral, you know what I'm saying? I'm not up here having all these groupies and this and that riding up on me, telling me, oh my gosh, guys, you know, I love just stuff, whatever, like ditzy stuff like that. I don't know. That's not happening. Of course, I do get real love. I get true love. I get support and stuff like that. But like, it's completely different than what we thought things were to be. Like the whole crowd thing. Like that's not what I'm living. I thought I wanted to, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm just an OG to be real with y'all. For the long run, the long haul. That's probably why. And then I find out later, like either through conversation, maybe girls this or that, and they're like, oh yeah, my friend thought you're cute, thinks you're cute, or oh, they post a story with me or a picture with me, and then all their friends are telling them that, oh, Sky's cute, Sky's handsome, oh, Sky's fine, all these things. But guess what? I'm not getting any of this stuff, and I guess that's why it's the truth. Like, I'm not speaking for everybody, I'm just speaking for this, like, in personal experience that you gotta know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, there's people that's great when you get the compliments and affection and stuff, but like at the same time, you gotta already just embody it, like feel it. And it's easier said than done. It's a process, but it's just that's something I've learned because there's so many times where I'm not getting showered with like compliments, like through social. You know what I'm saying? Like, my point is, a lot of people are really scared to say what they actually feel. And that's probably how I've gotten to this point of life because I just followed my heart this whole way, and I learned many lessons and weeded out many people that I don't need in my life because of that, because of the simple things, but it's just dope to realize that you never know what people are thinking. You can be making an impact just by you standing inside the same store as them. You may have a gallon of water in your hand and a mango, and you're ready to buy it, purchase it, and they may be in a whole different part of the store, but they feel that you're in here, they know you're in here, and they're inspired by you, and that's something I had to realize because whenever I was younger, and even now too, but especially when I was a lot younger, there would be different men and women inside different public outings, public venues, and like, I'll feel either attracted to the women, and inspired in a way, and then, inspired by the older brothers out there, and I'll be like, they're a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? It's not just the same old, like, nonsense stuff. It was actually like, oh, their presence is felt, you know what I'm saying, without them even having to say nothing. You know what I mean? You can like already feel what they've been through, what they're going through, or whatever, and you like appreciate. It's like the guardian angel showing up, and that's how I feel I'm becoming. To be honest, that I am. You know what I'm saying? I always have been that. I never fit in, ever, no matter what. I never, ever, ever, ever fit in. Even so-called close best friends, this and that, I never fit in there too. You know, but that's all I was saying. Like, remember that, you have to realize that you're pretty, you're beautiful, you're dope, you're cool, you're strong, these things within you, intrinsically. Yeah, it's awesome when we can have a partner or close friends or strangers, flatter our ego or whatever, but it's cool when you realize it for yourself, especially, because I'm saying it for first-hand experience. I know I am attractive. I know, I'm grateful for the genetic disposition that I'm embodying that I have. You know, I'm grateful for this, you know, and at the same time, I'm aware that, like, I can just be cool with it, be real, not be so taken over by my ego with it, and that's why, I guess that's why it's like a secret you kind of realize when you're living in just the real world, away from the hype, the paparazzi, the news, all that stuff, the crowd, all that stuff. Of course, there's a lot of ego-driven stuff out there. But like when you're in the real world, doing kind of like the groundwork, for those people in a way, not for them, but like our part is like doing the groundwork in the world. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of deep to explain, but anyways, that's what I'm realizing. I'm just grateful, I'm grateful, because all my life I've always stood out. I've always been different. I've always wondered about the world, like there was something big going on in the world, and like I wanted a lot of answers. I have a lot of questions, and I've had many questions, but yeah, that's one thing I was wondering about, and just to be able to be authentic, to be original, because everything's been done. It's just like we gotta remix it our own way, and just seeing the same old, two different worlds. You know what I mean? And that's why I didn't even fit in the two worlds. I just basically just extracted a little from this world and a little from that world, and just embrace my own world. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's why I gravitated towards this whole plant-based community and, Infinite Waters and some of these other people, but especially that for a reason. I guess because of the different connections. And honestly, I am desiring to, like, even seek more truth and see more, like, originality and more, like, universal secrets, occult, esoteric wisdom, science, stuff like that, like, deep stuff, about me, about the world, because it's pretty dope, when you dive deeper and deeper into the stuff, because, like, there's nothing more liberating than, like, fully embracing your own uniqueness. It's not that you're better than anybody, but it's just like you're finally having a mind of your own and appreciating you for you. Like that's really rare. When there's all these clones of every type of person. Like it don't matter what skin color you are, it don't matter what race you are, it don't matter where you're from, what so-called occupation you're doing. It's like there's plenty of clones for that. But then I guess why I gravitated towards this was because I was like, wow. Like, it's still spiritual, but yet it's still material. It's like the best of both worlds. It's truly an original. It's like not a cartoon. It's like a verified person in real life. Like there's people that verified celebrities, this and that, but like there's something even deeper, like a celestial type of embodiment, a celestial type of resonance with some of these, plant-based mentors out there that I vibe with, and I was like, wow, I actually feel special. You know what I'm saying? I actually feel like a dope connection. So that's why I started doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's more than just, oh, I'm black, I'm white, I'm Mexican, I'm Asian, this and that. It's so much deeper than that. Y'all don't even know. So much deeper than that. But that's cool. And, I started diving deep. I started seeing stuff about astrology, numerology, zodiac signs, like birth charts, stuff, life path numbers, all this stuff, sacred geometry. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. This is a lot of stuff coming at once. Who do I believe? There's 7 billion people, over 7.6 billion people in the world. So like, it's like, what's the real deal, you know? And that's when I just started just going down the rabbit hole. Start going down the rabbit hole, maturely. Because if you think you know it all, you're gonna be in for a rude awakening. I don't know it all. I'm the first. Y'all know I'm the first. It's always here being a student. You know what I'm saying? And I still have some good wisdom, some good information too. So I'm always learning, But that's one thing. So I've always been like drawn to just feeling special, different, original. Like a dreamer. You know what I'm saying? A dreamer. Like I'm like into magic, into wizardry, into no lie, even fairy tale stuff too. I'm not gonna lie. I know it's the real world, but even fairy tale stuff, like imaginative stuff that like is unexplainable, miracle stuff, like godly stuff that is like of a higher power that you can't even, like you won't even be able to comprehend. You know what I'm saying? Like some deep, amazing stuff. It's just like a child's spirit. Like children. Alright, thank you. Children, we're here to like, you know, they have that amazing glow, aura, smile and stuff, youthful joy, and we're supposed to have that throughout our life. You know. So that's why I guess Les Brown said that most people die like at 18 or 22, 23, and they don't get buried until like they're like 70. Stop! Go over there. They don't get buried until they're like 70 or 80 something. So that's cool. There's some deep truth right there. Not everybody can have a dog that loves them like this. Not everybody can have a dog that they come into their house for the first time and they just instantly showing them love like that. Straight up, straight back. Not everybody can do that, But I credit going vegan, as a big thing because you're understanding a lot. Like, it's going to really take a lot of videos to really explain everything. But I'm grateful for everybody that's tuning in on these videos day by day, because I have a lot to say, for real. I have a lot to say, and it's helpful, all helpful, quality information. That's probably why I'm so prosperous with this life, of healing myself, of getting my power back, of, becoming better as well, literally from 20 years of being asleep. Yeah, getting him some water. 20 years of being asleep. You know how that feels? That can feel a lot of different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like I was, I was pissed off at first, to be honest. Like I was pissed off when I started really realizing. I'm like, wow, for 20 years I really have been in that. But then later and later, as I grew on, as I kept going on, as I keep going on, I'm like, whatever. Just with the main mantras, the main affirmations that I stick with is there are no accidents or coincidences in this universe. Everything is in divine order. Shout out to Ralph Smart for that. I say, oh yeah, shout out to Ralph Smart also for the universe reveals the secrets to those who dare to follow their hearts. I say, what else? Mainly those, to be honest. I say those align. I keep those in resonance because otherwise, I'm like overthinking a whole lot about stuff. Because that's the biggest thing that steals from our joy is when as soon as we start comparing ourselves, immediately when we start comparing ourselves to any Joe blog off the street or a musician or this or that, then immediately that like robs our joy because we're comparing someone with a completely different life. A completely different life. It don't matter what their skin color is at all. No, they're not you. So that's something I just have been getting peace over. No accidents, no coincidences. There's patterns, there's divine stuff. There's a numerical type of structure to, the universe. There is God out there, nature, obviously. How do you explain all of this stuff being created? You know what I'm saying? How do you explain mountains, deserts, oceans, all of that? That's some massive, deep stuff. So, of course, I'm aware of that. The universe, the solar system, the galaxy, all that stuff is enormously huge. So, of course, there's got to be something out there. So, I just stay in tune with that. The whole Anunnaki stuff, alien stuff. I keep an open mind about this, to keep me breathing well, So that's why I just keep staying in the right heart space. No accidents, no coincidences. Follow your heart, this and that. Just keep going on. That's why I say get my peace in the world. 'Cause otherwise, I'll be overthinking into an insane level. Because those of y'all who can understand me, y'all understand me. Raise your hands like, ooh, ooh. Because it's true what we going through. It's some deep stuff. It's really about perspective. It's like, basically, it's like spiritual warfare. It's like a battle between our mind and our hearts. So, like, you know, there's different types of people out there. But, like, the best thing you can do is just embrace yourself. Embrace yourself. Like, I'm Super Sky and Super Huckleberry. So, yeah, that's the best thing I can say. The best thing I can say. Because there's a lot going on there. And personally, me, I've always, been connected with people, been out in sports, school events, stuff like that, parties, everything. Hung out with friend groups, associates, whatever you want to call it, this and that. Hung out with this crowd, that crowd, this and that. And, like, one thing I noticed, none of them are me. You know what I'm saying? And another thing I noticed is that, like, dare to be different. Walk your own path. Walk alone. You know what I'm saying? That's another affirmation that I say too. To really have a mind of our own. Keep in mind for the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years of your life. That's the type of mindset you gotta have. And that's the reason why I probably ended up slowing down to be healthy again, because, you're in school, you're just looking over, looking around. Some people are cheating, some people are copying, some people are just being themselves. You're in sports, parties, girls, guys, everything. Dating, love, dances, all these activities, and you're just throwing around all this stuff into your brain, into your head, and, like, sometimes you lose your own authenticity. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think, you're like, oh, wow, they're black or they're white. I need to be like them because I'm so-called black or white. And then, guess what? You find out, hanging out with them, that they literally do everything that you don't resonate with at all. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the color is, like, it's completely subjective. It's just about the energy, the vibe, what's going on then. Nobody's better than nobody. Everybody has a different, unique role, purpose in this world. Everybody has different pieces to the universal jigsaw puzzle. And also, nobody controls how they're born into this world, too. So that's another thing, too, for everybody that's stuck in this race wars stuff, for real. But that's one thing I learned. At least if you can just break it down to just the food, then you will feel a lot more amazing, because then you start to see what's up. You start dropping and losing your ego. You're like, okay, which way am I going to go? You know what I mean? And you start, getting deep and honest with yourself on a lot of deep things, a lot of deep stuff, because you got to live with yourself. You got to live with yourself. So if you the type that out there be stealing all the time, robbing people, this and that, that's going to come back to you. And usually you can already tell what those kind of people are. Those kind of people in school that always was acting up, getting in fights, drama, picking on people, being bullies, this and that. That's usually because they didn't have no parents, or the parents live that kind of lifestyle, that fast, quick, fast life, then they out of there. They're either dead or they're locked, incarcerated somewhere. They ran away somewhere. That's what they get. And that's what I had to deal with all my life, understanding. Thankfully, I have amazing, beautiful parents that are still present in my life and have always been there for me. But I'm saying I've been having to be around some people in school where they just want to take out all their anger, take out all their hurt, their pain, their terrible upbringing, and just cast that on us, and they would be so jealous just because maybe I have both of my parents or we have our parents. But so many people be so jealous, hating 24/7 on us at school. Obviously, I never been in the, I know how to defend myself. People know me. I'm a big guy. You know what I'm saying? I have a black belt in Taekwondo, mixed martial arts. You know what I'm saying? I never been jumped. I never been any harm at all. Never. You know why? Because people know not to mess with me. One, because I come in peace. And two, because I'm like a big gorilla, literally. Y'all don't want to see this guy dark side. But anyways, um, that's that. Just embracing originality, life, the depths of life. You know, moving forward with it. This is truly a marathon. I'm grateful I've chosen that I'm choosing and continuing to live in alignment. Because I see stuff about the mystery schools of ancient Egypt. 40 years, and you become initiated, this and that. I'm on track for that. I've already lived 20 years of eating garbage. You know, a mix of everything. So now I'm already 2 years and 5 months into straight veganism and health and wellness and herbs and healing. So I'm able to experience both sides of the spectrum. Who knows where we go from here? But I know just working a no job, that's not it. There's way more to life than that. So anyways, yeah, we got space. We got a big imagination. Don't y'all ever wonder, don't y'all ever like have an imagination of, wow, imagine where you just finally, the world just forgot about money. Finally they forget about money. Finally there's no cars constantly polluting the environment. There's no big traffic. There's no, you know, political dramas, wars and stuff. Finally people are done slaughtering animals, like we're finally things just stand still. We're outside more. Imagine like a far away enchanted land like Narnia. In Narnia where there's unicorns and stuff like that. Y'all may think, oh, he's crazy, this and that. But I'm being real. I'm a genius, because honestly, that's the truth, is nature. So can y'all put yourselves in a mindset of like Narnia, of like a faraway forest, village, nature spot where there is none of this man-made stuff. And that's the type of mindset we need to have to start remembering who we truly are and embrace our inner child. So anyways, thank you all for watching. I know a lot of dope jewels in this. I'm here with stop. I'm down. I'll be biting. Anyways, y'all have an amazing day. It's your boy Sky, broadcasting live.